welcome back to Racing Through Radio. I'm your host, Sam Moore, and I'm here to talk to you all about what's happening this past week over at Ransomville Speedway. This week was autograph night, and boy was it a hot one. It rained a little bit in the afternoon, and honestly I was a little scared I jinxed us 2 weeks ago. Something tells me I shouldn't be saying that we were flipping back and forth between race week and rainouts. Seems like a great way to ruin something. But the rain only acted as a temporary cooler and helped water the track a little bit, and we were still able to have a fantastic night. Autograph night is easily one of my favorite nights of the season, just because of how refreshing everything is. I say it a lot, but community is a huge thing, and let me tell you, it didn't matter if you had a bunch of track wins under your belt, or if your car was super fancy, everybody was talking to everybody. I honestly didn't see a single driver out there who didn't have somebody excited to see them. Getting to walk around with everybody on the straightaway and just talk to drivers and fans, it was awesome. I was able to talk to so many new people, and there were so many young fans out there getting flags signed by drivers, getting candy. Some drivers were even helping kids into their car so that they could have a picture in their race car. It's little things like that stick with kids and help them go, hey, look at how cool this is. I could be in this race car. I could drive one of these if I really wanted to. I took a moment to ask some of the drivers if they had a favorite memory of autograph night, or anything they specifically really liked about autograph night.
Inspiring the kids. The kids love it, so that's the coolest part. And they look up to you, especially as a female driver. They love it.
My favorite autograph night memory is just getting to see all the kids, make them smile.
Some people, like Phil Vinagri and Jeff Almankinder, didn't exactly have memories of when they were driving, but preferred the memories of when they were children coming out to the track.
Probably being a kid on autograph night before I was racing and getting to meet a bunch of my favorite drivers like Bob McCready and Danny Johnson.
My favorite memory of autograph night is being a kid, just wishing that I could be out here and running a car, and now I get to, so.
Some, like John Zimmerman, liked the opportunity to connect with younger fans in a way he typically wasn't able to after the races.
I just like autograph night period because it's nice to meet all your fans that you usually don't get to see after the races, because not all of them come over here, and when you're out there for autograph night, you get a lot more kids and different people that walk up and say, I watch you every week, I look forward to coming to see you, and different things like that, to where in here, usually they don't come at the end of the night because it's so late by the time it gets done.
My favorite, however, Kevin Wills, hands down.
Probably the most favorite memory is we gave milk away all the time.
Giving out milk at the raceway has to be honestly one of the silliest and craziest things I've ever heard.
Is there a reason for the milk?
Well, with dairy farmers.
It's honestly great branding, and it's a great way to set yourself apart. Especially as a dairy farmer, it really helps not only get you out there, but your product. It honestly just made my night.
Ready to take your home from the pits to the winner's circle? Rendell Painting and Renovation Services has the crew that will get you there. One call does it all. 845-5544. Race fans, take a pit stop at the Thousand Islands Cruet for olive oils and vinegars that will bring the taste of victory right to your kitchen. Dress your salads, marinate your meats. Visit them online, thecruet.com.
Gary Lindbergh won the Crown Undercoating 358 Modified feature. A few cautions early on allowed for Lindbergh to hold his advantage at the green and secure that position. Chad Brackman would catch Noah Walker, and they would end up battling for second place, with Walker being able to hold off Brackman. It was honestly this feature race that made me realize how much I missed watching the races in person these past 2 weeks. Yeah, having the 2 weeks off wasn't bad at all, but getting to stand there against the fence, dirt rolling over me, feeling the hum of the vehicles in my chest, that is the reason I enjoy coming to the races the most. That bass at a rock concert feeling in my chest. Don't get me wrong, it was great to sit at home and watch the races, but I think this week kind of made me realize how much I enjoy being in person. I like feeling everything around me. The crowd, the people. Getting to be in the moment feels so much more real than watching it on a screen. Cody McPherson won his third Sterling Lubricant Dirt Car Sportsman feature, also starting as the lead car in this race. McPherson would pull away from Ricky Newton, Dave Conant, Dave DiPietro, and Derek Wagner at the start. Conant would pass Newton on lap 7 to take over second place, and Dave DiPietro would pass Newton to take over third place at the race's halfway mark. In lap traffic, Conant would start to reel in McPherson, but McPherson would end up driving away to earn his 14th career win at Ransomville. This would tie him for 13th all-time wins, alongside Stuart Fearson, Al Wagner, and Greg Martin. Mike Welch would win his first Kypos Chevrolet Street Stock feature, being able to drive off with an early lead and put a good amount of space between him and his fellow drivers early on. John Zimmerman and Brandon Sherwood would battle for that second place for most of the 12-lap feature. I was able to interview both of these guys too, and they were super cool and super relaxed.
I'm here with John Zimmerman. You just came in from your feature. You looked really good out there. How do you feel like you did?
I think we did pretty good. We had some issues prior couple weeks, and we think you got those fixed. Now it's just trying to keep up with the track changes.
John was actually able to talk to me about one of the things I was wondering about last week. How do you know when the choice you're making is the right one? How do you know it's not going to be detrimental to your race? And what he told me, it just comes down to trust.
It's kind of one of those things is you either trust the guy in front of you if there's one in front of you, and you kind of know how your competitors usually run week to week to week. So if it seems like they do pretty well, it's worth yourself giving it a shot.
Nigel Pendowski would end up winning his third Kevin's Carpet Cleaning Novice Sportsman this feature. Ken Camridge and Tyler Foster would take the lead early on, but Tyler Foster would suffer a little bit of front-end damage early on, and Pendowski would secure that lead position and run with it for the remainder of the feature. This guy's kind of killing it this season, and watching him race has been super fun. I can't help but wonder if we're going to watch him secure next week's win, or if somebody's going to come in and break that streak. Cole Soucy was able to win his second Sunflowers of Sanborn mini stock feature of the 2024 season after going 3 wide to pass Kurt Ring and Ian Paul on lap 12.
Failed start on your home improvement project? Brendel Painting and Remodeling Services are here. Let them take you to the finish line. One call does it all. 845-5544. Need a pit stop for flavor? Stop in to the Thousand Islands Cruet for olive oils and vinegars to marinate your meats and elevate your eats. Find your checkered flag flavor online at thecruet.com.
Next Friday night is the BRP Modified Tour for the Big Block Modifieds in action. I believe they're similar to the Sportsman car, but I don't really know a whole lot about the difference between them. I will probably use that as an excuse to ask somebody and just hopefully get a good conversation going. They'll be joined by the Dirt Car Sportsman, Novice Sportsman, Mini Stocks, and the Kids Bike Races. The Kids Bike Races sound super cool, and I'm honestly hoping that it's just traditional bikes getting to go around the track. I'm going to try to get out there and talk to some of the kids in the bike race, just because I don't think they're getting interviewed a lot, and I think it's such a fun part of what we do here at Ransomville Speedway that I think it would be fun just to talk to somebody and kind of figure out why they like doing the bike races and why it's fun for them. So, for those of you with a Ransomville race week off, I hope you either enjoy your week off or that when you travel to a different track, you do well. I will be walking around trying to grab some new voices and hopefully getting some fun interviews. The pits will open at 5 p.m., the grandstands will open shortly after at 6 p.m., and the racing will get underway at 7:15. As always, I hope to see you at the track Friday, and if not, I hope to catch you back here Sunday at noon. If you're late tuning in or you missed any part of the episode, or maybe, who knows, you just can't get enough of re-listening to old episodes of Racing Through Radio, Monday you can find the full episode listed on the WLVL website, or you can find it listed at our YouTube channel, More Family Racing.